Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Ailey. Today's video we're going to talk a little bit about what you need to start a YouTube channel. Now obviously this will vary from person to person, but I'm just going to cover sort of a lot of the things anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of the kind of basics that you need to start a YouTube channel. If you want to find out a little bit more about that, then just keep watching. Okay, so the things that you absolutely need to start a YouTube channel is obviously access to the internet because it is something that is on the internet. You need to be able to upload and stuff like that, so you need to have access. You don't need to have it at your house, you just need to be able to access the internet. Next, you need to either have a computer, have access to a computer, or a smartphone or a tablet can work as well. So that basically is to allow you to edit and upload your videos. So you need something to put the footage onto and then upload it on the internet. You can use a friend's, you can use your parents, you can use ones in like libraries and coffee shops and things like that, but generally, you know, that you could be in there a while doing editing and stuff like that. But I mean, if your videos are reasonably simple, you could get away with it. So you need to have access to the internet and you need to have some sort of device where you can edit your videos and upload them from. So that is really sort of a must. You need that, otherwise you're not going to be able to do it. But I mean, if you're watching this video, you've got those things anyway. So the next thing you need is a camera of some description. Now, I started with, I borrowed a camera from my dad, but I didn't really need to do that because I had an iPhone, so I could have just used that, but I obviously didn't know that at the time. So you can use a camera if you have one, you can use a phone or you can use a tablet. Obviously with a phone or a tablet, if you can avoid it, you don't want to be using the front camera, you want to be using the rear one. So when you set yourself up in your little setup, you want to make sure that you have your phone mounted on something and that you are in frame and that, you know, it's not going to move anywhere. So you can do that with your phone, your camera, or your tablet. With a camera, it is handy to get one with a flip out screen, but you don't need it. Like I say, if you set it all up properly first, you can be good to go. The only thing that I would say is the autofocus can be a little bit of a pest with some of these things, and if you can't see yourself, then that's where it can become a bit of an issue, especially if you're doing makeup tutorials. What you can do is, if you have like a phone or something like that, is put a mirror behind it, so the mirror then acts like your screen. That's a good little tip to try. And that's something that I did when I was vlogging with a camera that didn't have a flip out screen. I would vlog in front of a mirror whenever I could, just so that I could see what was going on. The next thing you need is some sort of editing software. If you've got an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, then you can get iMovie. If you've got a MacBook or an iMac, you can get iMovie. You can get Windows Movie Maker. I know some people use Final Cut Pro, very expensive, but you can get a trial of it. There's lots of different ones. If you're online, you can Google free editing software, and there are a couple of free ones. I started off using a free one. If I can remember what it was called, I'll put it in the description box below, but mine was absolutely free, and it was actually very, very like iMovie, and then I ended up getting my iMac, and I switched to iMovie. So you need something that will help you edit your videos, because you do want to sort of kind of cut them down a little bit, and instead of having the pauses like when you're trying to think of stuff, you know, like that, it's people don't want to watch that, and even when you're editing it, it will annoy you how much you say and how much you pause and stuff like that. So you want to be able to edit your videos down to something that is condensed and that flows nicely, and yeah, you can add in little transitions and you can add in music and stuff like that as well. So you need some sort of editing software. Then you need something to make thumbnails. Now you can just use the generated ones that YouTube uses, but generally they're always rubbish. It always takes a snapshot of you, like, you know, you look ridiculous in it basically. It never picks out a really nice bit. But you need to make thumbnails somehow, so you can, my favourite ones to use are PicMonkey, which is online, Pixlr, and you can use Photoshop. And I had a trial of Photoshop, and to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by it because I didn't know how to use it, and I couldn't get to grips with it enough in a trial to learn how to use it. So I just stick to PicMonkey or Pixlr, and basically what I do is I will upload on a PicMonkey and I will do my whole thumbnail from there, and then I'll put it onto my YouTube channel, because it just, to me, is so much easier. Pixlr is another one that's free, and it is very good as well. It just doesn't give you the presets that PicMonkey has. So I have like my favourite presets in PicMonkey, so I just always go back to it. Obviously you're going to need something like a subject. You're going to need something that you're passionate about, that you want to make videos on. So mine is makeup, beauty and lifestyle. Now that's what's in my banner and stuff like that. That's how like I market my channel. I am a beauty therapist and I know a little bit about beauty and beauty treatments and stuff like that. I haven't actually incorporated enough of that into my channel, which I really need to do, but I know a little bit about it, so I can actually share that. I work in it, so I know that I like to do it. I love makeup from the depths of my soul. So I know that I can do videos and I can feel passionate about it, and actually it has made me better at makeup being on YouTube. But you need something that you're going to share with people, otherwise what are you going to make videos about? And if you don't love what you're sharing, people will see that, they will see through you, you will very quickly get tired of making videos and you will quit. So you need something that you really like, that you like to talk about, that you like to share things about. You need that. So whether that is gaming, whether it's roaming the countryside, whether it's traveling, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, just make sure that it's something that you know a little bit about and that you're passionate about, or you want to learn about. Because to be honest, half the people on YouTube now that do beauty videos don't know how to do makeup. They don't know how to do it professionally. They don't really know an awful lot about doing it on themselves anyway, but they're using making videos to learn, and I think it's fantastic. I've seen so many like smaller channels and bigger channels that just happen to have gotten success for whatever reason, for people they know or whatever. I've seen them come from the start and be sort of mediocre at makeup and now be phenomenal at it, and basically it is because the drive to make videos made them practice and made them learn new things so that they could make interesting content, and now they are fantastic. I mean, go back to Nikki Tutorial's first tutorial. She couldn't really do makeup that well at all, and now she is one of the best on YouTube. You know what I mean? So never ever think, oh, I don't know enough about that to make videos on it, because you can learn. You need somewhere that you can make videos, whether it's from the flipping passenger seat of your car or out and about. I have a little spare bedroom in my house, and I literally have this tiny little corner where I'm set up. I used to set up in my bedroom and just take down the whole setup every time I was finished. I used to set up on a table like this size, you know, at this wee fold out table, and finally I managed to get my big vanity in here, and it took me 2 years to do that. So you need to have some sort of space where you can set up and you can do, you know, whatever it is you're gonna do. You also need lighting. So I used to use natural light, but being in Scotland, the light changes literally every 30 seconds. It's a total flipping nightmare, and usually we didn't get the best of weather, so it would be very dark. I mean, it's dark outside right now. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock at night. This is like round about when I normally end up filming, because it's Sunday and I can't be bothered doing anything all day. It's my day off, and so I now have lighting. I'll put a link in the description box, I think, if I can find where I got these lights from. I just got them from Amazon. But you can use natural lighting or you can use studio lighting. It really just depends on your budget, what kind of natural lighting you have, when you plan to film. There's loads of different factors, but you need some form of lighting. I would say lighting trumps camera. So if you're gonna have a really expensive camera and have really crappy lighting, it's just a complete waste of time. If you're gonna have an iPhone, if you have fantastic lighting, this thing will be your best friend. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. If you have the drive to make videos, the drive to spend money when you're not getting anything in return, the drive to put hours into it when you're not getting paid or anything like that, when you've got the passion to carry on making videos even when nobody's watching them, when you've got the drive to learn about SEO, learn about editing pictures, learn about taking pictures, learn about video, learn about the camera that you're going to be using, about settings, about lighting, about whatever the topic is that you're making videos on, then you will love YouTube, you will be successful on YouTube, because success isn't measured by the amount of views you get or the amount of money you make. It is measured on how happy it makes you. And if YouTube makes you happy, then that's really all you can ask for. I've been doing it for 2 years and my channel's been growing really slowly. I mean, I've seen people that started 6 months ago that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I'm like, why? That's not fair. But then I'm like, do you know what? It doesn't really matter. So you need to want to do it. You don't turn around and look at somebody like Jaclyn Hill and think, I want that, and then go on and start making videos expecting to get millions and millions of subscribers and get all these brand deals and basically become rich overnight, because that's just not how it works. You would be better going and working at McDonald's because you would make more money. If you're going to make videos on YouTube, you really do need to love what it is you're making videos about. Love making them. Like this whole part sitting here can be so frustrating and it can take forever. I've been sitting here for about 3 hours now. You need to have the time to do it, you need to have the space to do it, and you need to have the drive. And if you have all of those things, then you have everything that you need to start a YouTube channel. So I really hope that everything in this video was kind of helpful for you. If you want any advice on any of the things that I use or any of the things that I would recommend, then leave them in the comment section below. Everything that I use to film, I will leave listed in my description box for you. If I can find links for things, I will, but I'll just let you know how my setup is, what lights I have, what camera I have, etc, etc, like when I normally film and stuff like that. I'll leave that all in the description box below for you, just so you can check it out if you want to. But if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, I wish you all the best. I really hope that it works out for you. So if you did enjoy this video, you found it somewhat helpful, I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye!